What is up, Pyromaniacs? Pyrostasis here. We are back in the world of Feed the Beast Unleashed. And I do apologize if my sound levels are off. It's going to take me 10, 15 episodes to get them all sorted again. For those of you guys who don't know, the reason we didn't have a whole lot of content this weekend is I got a new bed. I went from a very small twin to a very large queen. And because of that, it kind of screwed the whole roomscape up, so I ended up having to move some stuff. And when I moved some things, we had some issues with one of my computers. It took forever for me to get it back up and running, and so I didn't really get everything going again until last night, or like, I don't know, around 4 p.m., 5 p.m. And by then, it was just like I was so tired because, like I said, I'm a big guy, and moving a very heavy bed and moving a couch and a TV and a desk, and I pretty much killed myself this weekend, so I was tired. So we didn't get a whole lot done, so I do apologize. A lot of you guys are going to be asking, where the hell is the Feed the Beast competition? Everybody was able to submit stuff until last night at midnight. We will be judging them tonight after dinner. I will be doing a live stream around, I want to say 7 o'clock. So if you want to watch that, make sure you watch the live stream at twitch.tv/pyrostasis tonight around 7 p.m. That'll get you guys all set up there. A couple of things I wanted to do today, though. I want to get these guys automated. We've got power coming into them now. We've got 2 of the low voltage solar arrays. So we should be doing fairly well. A couple of you guys pointed out that with a low voltage solar array, you don't need to turn it to low voltage because it's already low voltage. So we're going to make sure, and we're going to find out if that's accurate or not. No explosions yet. Of course, it's not really sunlight yet. We'll know here shortly. If that bat box goes supernova, we'll know here pretty quick. So the way these work, for each of the upgrades, it's 8 and 8 and 8 and 8. So you need 8 smalls for the medium, 8 medium, or for the low, 8 lows for the medium, 8 mediums for the high, etc., etc. So we've got enough here to pretty much keep these things running full time, I do believe, once the power kicks on anyways. Give it another minute, because I think these guys are at kind of low power at the moment. Well, maybe not. So I guess maybe we don't have enough power to run these guys. So I guess it's time to make a few more. I'm going to set these to make quite a bit. We have 2 now, so we need to make the jump from low voltage to medium voltage. We need, let's see, 6 more. So that's going to be 6 times 8 is 48 of the regular ones, though. So that's going to be an epic shit ton. So we're going to start that producing, getting it doing its thing. That's going to take a while, probably the majority of the video here. And then we need to find a way to get these things rocking and roll. Well, actually, no, it is producing more power than these can use now. Yeah, so we just had to wait for the sunlight to come back up. That's all. Makes sense. All right, so let's go ahead and automate these. We're going to need a few things to do that. So we're going to need 3 precision exports. So let's type export. There's our precision export. Let's go ahead and do 3 of those. Begin. And then we're going to need 3 fuzzy import buses so that we can import easily. I'm not quite sure why that's sticking. I really don't want to have to go inside to find out. Come on now, you're a big computer. Damn it. I was trying to tell it was a nice big computer and it could do it. It had its big boy pants on today, but apparently it doesn't care what I say. All right, so we're gonna need a large amount of refined iron. So let's go ahead and pull some iron out. That makes sense. I didn't even think about that. So we'll pull a couple stacks out. Are these all furnaces down here? No, those are my pulverizers. These are furnaces down here. So we're going to put 1 stack in you. We're going to put 1 stack in you. Oh. Right there, yeah. I do believe somebody pointed this out in a video that I didn't have this set up right. So, because I remember vaguely somebody mentioning that. So, good tag on that. I was going to look for that earlier and I forgot to do it. But good to know, good to know. All right, so that's going to give us several stacks of refined iron. So we should be fine there. What are we holding up on? And you can see it's spitting them out pretty good. What are we holding up on here? We need some more basic processors. So basic, we're going to make, let's make, well, that might be, yeah, let's go ahead and make 120. That sounds like a lot, but we're going to be using a lot. So we've got our quartz supplies fairly decently up again. So we should be doing pretty good. Those aren't going to run through until one of these clears up, though. And I think it's this one. If I pop that out, it should pop them in there, if I recall right. Oh, nope, it's the other one. My bad. I always get those two confused. So if I pop that out, there they are. So we got 46 in there. How are we doing here? We're missing rubber, which we're going to have plenty of down there. And then we're still missing silicon. I always forget how to make silicon. Did I not make a recipe for silicon? Or silicone? Where is it? 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 I could have sworn I made a recipe for this. Oh, no, I didn't. Alright, so we nether quartz dust. So nether quartz dust. We're going to go ahead and have to grind another batch of that up. Actually, we might as well just pull all of those out. You know what? Let's pull a couple stacks of nether quartz dust out. I'm going to have to go to the nether and get some more of that shit, but I don't have to really worry about it now. Alright, so we're going to divide this up into halves. The reason why it will go much faster that way. That way we can have a bunch of machines working at once, as opposed to one machine working semi-quickly. Plus, we've got all the extra furnaces, or pulverizers. We might as well fucking use them. And then we're going to go ahead and just slide you right in there. And I can bring this down here and load it into there. There we go. How are we doing down here? I like to get as much of that stuff rolling as possible. Okay, so we should be getting some silicon now, which should fix our issue with the export bus. And there we go. So we got our 3 exports. Now we just need some imports. Thankfully, we just need the fuzzy imports. We don't need anything too basic. So let's go ahead and do 3 of those. Again, that should craft fairly quickly, hopefully. I'm fairly sure I've got all the stuff I need for the import. Or apparently not. What are we missing? Rubber. Raw rubber. Sad face, because I don't think we have any more of that rubber in. We've got it like that, but can we use it the other way? Let's see. Sticky piston. I believe the other kind of rubber will work. Oh, no, it actually has to be that kind of rubber. Alright, fair enough. Not a problem, because I believe all of these over here are rubber trees, if I recall. So I think we're going to be fine with these. Yeah, these are all the rubber trees. That's why I left, actually, all this stuff over here working. I knew I kept these trees around for some reason. No worries, no worries. Eventually, I'm going to have quite a few different farms, I have a feeling. Because we just need so many different types of materials for all these different mods. And then, you know, that's kind of one of the cool things and kind of one of the pain in the ass things about, you know, some of these mods is once you get to a certain size, you know, you're just adding so much extra crap that it does get to be a little overwhelming sometimes. All right, there we go. That should easily produce now. Import. There's our 3 imports. Okay. And then the other thing that we're going to be making today, which I've shown you guys previously, is the overclockers. So the issue here, the slowdown is going to be these right here. So we're going to have to come up with an automated way to make those going. I think it was Boxer and a few other guys pointed out that there were some pretty easy ways to do that. So we're going to try and set that up today, but it's probably going to be the next video before we get those actually functioning. All right, so we do have 2 low voltage solar arrays that we've managed to produce. I'm going to go ahead and put that there and that there, hopefully. No? Maybe? Swap it. Put it back in. There it goes. And pounce. I should be filling this up almost instantaneously. Nice thing is I can slap this in. It'll fill this thing up very quickly, and then it just almost immediately refills that as well. I'll pop all of these out. There we go. Doing well, doing well. All right. So what we need to do now is we need to get this automated. So we need to find where our little track is. And if I recall, it's right over here. So we're going to go ahead. Do I have my shovel on me? Do I have a shovel, period? No, we do not. We'll just use force punches then. Let me go ahead and put this rubber up because that's, whoops. Rubber is one of the things we are missing. So let's go ahead and dig down. I could have sworn it was right here. Oh, I may be two over. I think it's one of these two. Come on now. There's no way it was that deep. Am I... There it is. Okay, perfect. Alright, so we need to dig over here. And we're 2 blocks to the right. So go 1, 2. Okay, and then we dig up. There we are. Now I'm not sure. Is there one more? Yeah. Perfect. Okay, so we've got our 3 machines here. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to have our precision import buses. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. And what these are going to want to import, let me go ahead and grab our sticky resin, which we apparently still have a ridiculous amount of. Let's put you here. Whoops. Come on. It's not letting me click on the little side. Alright, fine. We're going to have to dig this out anyway, so I might as well do it one more over. There we go. Precision export. I'm retarded. Okay, so for those of you guys wondering the problem, I did the imports, not the exports. Alright, so let's try this again. Export, export, export. Sticky resin. And 1. Go ahead and do stacks. And that was the one I did. Boom. Go ahead and do stacks. Now, hopefully, these machines will take it right. Sometimes IC2 is a little funky on how it handles. Let's see. Is that importing? That is a negative. Oh, well, it's because it's not hooked up yet. Let's get some more ME cables. So these are the ones I'm going to need. So we might as well make, let's make 20. 20 should be amply sufficient. Hopefully there's enough. While that is figuring out whether or not it has enough to do that, we can go ahead and lay these. Okay, and how are we doing? Are we able to figure it out, or are we running out of components? Alright, looks like we are running out of components. It couldn't be easy, you know? It has to be difficult. It's part of the Pyro law. Alright, what are we missing up here? Oh, it's because I'm adding on stuff every time I click. Well, no, actually, it's not, because if that was the case, it wouldn't have stopped crafting to begin with. Let's go ahead and begin, and that's going to tell me what the problem is. We're out of glass. Of course we are. Alright. Sand. And yes, I will be setting up an automated glass production. I'm sure some of you guys have been yelling at me every single episode we do this when we run out of glass. It is one of those things we are working on. We will get it sorted, I promise. Have no fear. Problem will be solved. I need to actually turn... Well, I guess that's fine. We're going to need the rubber bars anyway. And spit you back in. Okay. That should be giving us plenty. There we go. Alright. I think 9 will do it. We just have to connect them, basically. And we're almost there already. Yeah. So, bam. And then bam, and then bam, bam. Perfect. We are connected there. Let's see if it's working. And it is. All right. So now that that's working, we simply need to be able to extract them. There's a couple different ways we could wire this. I think the easiest way is going to be... Let's try this. Let's try this. I need to make sure that this will actually still power the machines. If it will, then we're good. We'll see. Bam, 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 bam. Still powered. That's a negative. Let's get one more glass fiber cable out. Actually, they may just be drained. No, they're not drained. Okay, let's do spit out. And then let's try connecting them like that. And that has them all filled back up. Okay, so it has to be coming from that side, I guess. Which is funny because there's no difference, in my opinion, between that side and the other side. So it should have worked just fine. So I'm a little confused, but hey. It's not a requirement for Power to understand. Actually, it is a requirement in this situation because that's where we're putting the other cable. Let's try this. Let's try this. Spit and spat. Is that going to work? That's not going to work either. What the fuck? Why is it only that one side is working? Why are you being difficult, box? Because it's not even labeled as the only outside. I mean, I could understand if it was labeled as the only outside. Ah, there it goes. I think it was bugged out. All right, let's slap it down like that. Okay, so that is the input. So let's flip that back around. Turn it. And then let's go ahead and make it day. I could actually go in and sleep, but I don't feel like doing that. All right, and then let's flip her around to that. And we're perfect. Okay. Now we have to do basic import. Ah, shit. And spatow. We are hooked. And we are importing! Brilliant. Brilliant. Well, maybe not brilliant, but functional. Functional. There we go. All right. Now, unfortunately, these are all ugly as hell because they're out here in the middle of nowhere, but we will get them sorted eventually. Solar, we have 3 over there, so that's 4, so I need 4 more. So I'm going to pull this one out, and we're going to say, yo, bro, give me 4 more. And we'll let that start doing its thing. Actually, I need 3 more, not 4 more. Shit. Oh, well, we'll eventually need 4 more. It's one of those things that, like, it doesn't matter how much power you produce, eventually you're going to need a little bit more of it, so might as well just keep rolling it anyway. Let's go ahead and fill this little monster back up. Now, what I could do is I could extend these, and that will make us even more, but, you know, in all honesty, these guys are doing pretty well. What we're going to be doing in the next episode is I'm going to be setting up a aqueous accumulator and a liquid transposer to make buckets. We're going to pull the buckets out, put them into that recipe so that we can make the coolant cells that we need. We'll put the coolant cells into the system, which will allow us to make the overclockers, and then we can turn, because right now I could extend this, you know, by like 20 and, you know, make rapidly more setups, but there's no reason to it because with IC2 you just overclock the shit out of them, put 7 overclockers in there, and then they will eat juice faster than you can make it. So it will be brilliant. Anyways, don't forget tonight, like I said, around 7 p.m. on twitch.tv/pyrostasis, we're going to be doing the contest for who's going to be building the factory for me. So make sure you guys check that out and head over there. Also, let me know what you guys think about this series in the comment section below. As always, if you like it, slap that like button. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next clip.